Are we ready for the final 4-1?
We're ready for the final 4-1. After that, stick around. I got a few games you need to know about. Listen, Thanksgiving commuters, we're here for you. You're hitting this pod while you're doing the travel. Hope you're staying safe. Got plenty to keep you to update as we kind of navigate our way through Thanksgiving week.
And if you're wondering, because it's a perfectly reasonable thing to wonder, why are you doing the final 4-1 on a Wednesday? I thought that was a Friday thing.
That's true.
The answer to that question is that we're not going to do a Friday episode. We deserve to enjoy holidays too. Plus, I've been out of town the entire week. I won't even get home until late afternoon on Thanksgiving. And then my wife, not to get too personal, but she is a store owner. She's a business owner. And Black Friday is it's overwhelming for her. And so I'm just going to spend Friday with my kids, and she's going to spend Friday running her store. And we're going to talk to you again on Sunday night after tonight. But we didn't want to not do a final 4-1 in this week, especially after I took the lead following last week's picks.
That didn't happen. No shot.
I'm still trailing.
Still trailing. I should have had the records here. Not have had the here we go. It says in the doc right here. If I have it right, GP is 3-7. Norlander 6-4.
God.
Yeah, it's a little rough on you there, man.
I thought I did better than that. I feel like
you are helping the people because they know to fade you. Just don't parlay it, and you're gonna wind up on top. But yes, there will not be a Friday show. But when you come back Sunday, no Enterprise Connect, and we should be live.
I've heard that before. I've heard all that before. You and your empty promises.
Woo. All right.
You ready?
Let's go.
Game 1, Wednesday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. Number 22 UConn versus number 19 Auburn inside Kimbo Slice Arena.
Okay.
He's from the Bahamas.
I didn't know if there had been a UFC event there, so
I Googled famous people from the Bahamas, and Lenny Kravitz popped up, and I said, that's cool. And then I clicked on Lenny Kravitz, and it said he was born in New York City. And then and then Zoe Kravitz popped up. I said, ooh, I like Zoe Kravitz. And then I clicked on her, and it was like, she's born in America. And I'm like, well, how are all these people claiming they're from the Bahamas if they're from America?
Buddy Hield, my man, Buddy Hield.
I almost went with him, but then I saw Kimbo Slice.
Fair enough.
That dude just used to fight people in the backyard all the time on video.
Yeah.
How wild was that?
Decently wild.
UConn -3.5. You can watch it on ESPN.
What are they doing? This is one of those deals where these event organizers try and build the bracket out. So it's like, all right, decent enough, first round, quarterfinals, and then let's get the better teams ideally to meet in the semis, and then the two best, if it all breaks right, to go in the title game. They must have thought that UConn wasn't going to be ranked. I don't know. This is the best first round matchup of the 4 at the Battle for Atlantis. I'll have more for you in a minute. I'm going to go. This feels tricky. I'll take UConn to win and to cover here. Auburn's good. I think this game can be highly entertaining. If you have not seen Adama Sanogo play, keep an eye. He will be UConn's best player. RJ Cole, very good scorer. UConn has really good defense. I think that they're going to have enough length and athleticism to slow down what is an entertaining Auburn team. But yes, this is a wonderful, wonderful way to get your Wednesday going. You might be listening to this podcast and the game's going on. Go find this game right now. UConn to cover.
Have you seen what my breakout player of the year, Walker Kessler, is doing?
I have not, I'm afraid.
Well, let me tell you.
Read it off.
He's averaging 4.3 points, 5.7 rebounds, 3.7 blocks a game. Disappointed in him.
It's rough.
I'm disappointed in him.
Maybe this is the game where it all turns around.
Why is Walker Kessler not breaking through?
In the preseason, let's just hit the reset. I gave you Zach Edey. Parrish gave you Walker Kessler. Hey, but it can turn around. We'll see.
I would like to change my breakout player if it's not too late. to Adama Sanogo.
Okay. I'll allow it.
He is breaking out. Averaged 7.3 points last season. Now it's 15.8 through 4 games this season. He's been good, really good. Like you said, he's at this point he's UConn's best player. I guess I'll take Auburn plus the points.
Okay.
Perhaps this is the game Walker Kessler breaks through.
Perhaps maybe you break through.
Maybe he decided I will not break through until I am inside Kimbo Slice Arena. You never know what these young people are thinking, Norlander.
I'm almost positive I know he was never thinking that thought.
Even you are getting a little, up there to the point where you can't pretend you know what these young people are thinking. So I know it might sound absurd to you that Walker Kessler might have been thinking, I will not break through until Thanksgiving Eve inside Kimbo Slice Arena, but that might have been in his mind somewhere.
And you think we can convince Seth Davis next year to do a 50 under 50 so we got a shot at this thing?
Dude, how about this?
Actually, will you have a shot at that?
Yeah, I'm under 50 for a little while.
Okay.
I know it doesn't look like it.
What were you going to?
So the Memphis Flyer used to have I made 40 under 40. No problem in Memphis. That was easy. I was the easiest 40 under 40 pick of all time. But then the Memphis Flyer did a 30 under 30. And I went on a rant one day, live on radio. I was like, I was a national columnist for CBS Sports at the age of 29. Had the most successful radio show in this market at the age of 28. How could I have not been 30, top 30 under 30? Like, this is absurd, bordering on totally disrespectful. Went on the whole thing. Tongue in cheek, but kind of serious. The editor emails me and just says, hey, I wanted you to know that, because at this point I was like 38. He was like, you realize we didn't start 30 for 30 until like 3 years ago. You were already 35. It didn't exist when you were under 30. And I had to apologize.
I figured that was the case.
Yeah. But if it would have, I thought I could have made it. But now I can't even get in the athletic 40 under 40. Not sure. Honestly, not sure I can make 50 under 50.
We might have a chance. Speaking of Memphis,
game 2, Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, number 9 Memphis versus Virginia Tech inside Olivia Wilde Center.
Why?
She lives in Brooklyn, I think.
So you're giving her the building?
Barclays, that's hers.
Okay.
She's divorced
She's
Ted
got
Lasso.
more naming rights over that building right now than Kyrie Irving. I'll tell you that much.
She divorced Ted Lasso and started hooking it with Harry Styles. You don't think she deserves a building?
Again, I am out to lunch on all the celebrity gossip. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know she was married to Jason Sudeikis.
Come on, Jesus Christ. You didn't know she was married to... They weren't married. Maybe they weren't married. They were partners. They have children.
I know. You saw him at a Delta Lounge like 2 years ago. You made eye contact. It got a little awkward. I know the whole deal. Yeah, exactly.
That's a real story. Delta Lounge on my way to the Maui Invitational, back when they used to actually play it in Maui.
Exactly.
Remember that? Zion Williamson was there, and that other guy, RJ Barrett.
RJ Barrett. Everyone knows who that.
I was in the Delta Sky Club having breakfast, and I look up, and guess who's there? Ted Lasso, Olivia Wilde, and their little children. And you would think, oh, look, it's the movie stars and the writers and the directors. Man, look what a life. And you know what they were? Exactly like any other parents with young children in an airport. Totally stressed out. You could see it. It's hard, man.
Nada sends a note. See, he keeps us in check, which I appreciate, because now we don't have people that are going to yell at us on Twitter. They were, in fact, married. There we go. I knew it, and I didn't even know it. I was going to go to this game. Not happening. I'm not going down to Brooklyn at 9:30 the night before Thanksgiving. I got to drive all the way back. I can't be doing this. I'm going to pull a Kyrie on this game. I'm not going to the Barclays Center. Not going to happen.
It's the Olivia Wilde Center, sir. It's been renamed in honor of one of Brooklyn's great residents.
But we have a similar situation here with Lenny Kravitz. She is not from Brooklyn. She is of Brooklyn.
She calls it her home.
Okay.
She's Brooklyn.
Saying, one rule for Kimbo Slice and another for Olivia Wilde.
I'm in charge of where I want to bend my rules. This is going to be an interesting game because
Yes.
this is a good game.
Very good game.
But Memphis has a flaw. I don't know if you paid close attention to them. They are turning the ball over on 27.2% of their possessions. 27.2. It ranks
That's not sustainable.
They rank 353rd in the country in offensive turnover rate. It is wild. Like against Western Kentucky last Friday night, they turned it over 26 times, still won by double digits. That's how awesome Jalen Duren was and how great they are defensively. That against Western Kentucky, which is like a borderline top 100 KenPom team, turned it over 26 times, shot 12.5% from three, and only got 5 points from Emoni Bates, and they still won by double digits. But here's the truth. You cannot turn the ball over 26 times against Virginia Tech and win. That just won't happen.
No.
Yeah, so they got to get that under control, and they just have real point guard problems. And it's wild because if they still had Boogie Ellis, who's now at USC, playing really well, they wouldn't have these problems. If they would have enrolled Kennedy Chandler, like they got 5-star freshman Emoni Bates, 5-star Emoni Bates from Michigan, 5-star freshman Jalen Duren from Philadelphia, but they missed on 5-star freshman Kennedy Chandler from Memphis. If they'd have got the 5-star freshman from Memphis, they wouldn't have this problem. But Alex Lomax is still the starting point guard, and he's just, I say this as nicely as I can say, he's not good enough, and it's a real problem. If Memphis doesn't get where Memphis fans and where that staff wants it to go, it'll be because they got caught with only one natural point guard on the entire roster, and that guy is Alex Lomax. Virginia Tech is good, 5-0, top 25 in offensive efficiency, like 31st in defensive efficiency. They take care of the ball. They're shooting 42.5% from three. Keve Aluma and Storm Murphy are the two leading scorers. Both played for Mike Young at Wofford. Mm-hmm. How awesome is Mike Young that he got an ACC job and he was just like, I'll just bring my Wofford team over and win.
Storm Murphy was on a later train, but yes, he just went there this year. But you're right. And I'm going to take Virginia Tech in this spot because of this reason. I was talking to I think an NBA front office person about Mike Young like a week ago, and he was heaping praise on how good of a coach Mike Young is, like how tough he is to prepare for. This is Memphis's first real opponent this season. I know Billikens fans, but you don't have your best player. Like Memphis beat St. Louis, nice win. St. Louis is not the team that it would have otherwise been with Javonte Perkins. So here's a real test, and with they got to get the point guard stuff figured out. So because of that, I will go Virginia Tech straight up. Give me the Hokies to win. And what's the first real test for both of these teams? Tigers, you got a prove it spot here late in Brooklyn on Wednesday night. Love to be there. That's too late of a tip. I can't be getting home 2:30 in the morning. I'm going to be podcasting tonight till 2:30. Can't be doing that. But yeah, give me the Hokies.
I'll take Memphis -1.5. I have to go home eventually. All right. So put me down for Memphis -1.5.